getting November, and it's getting cold. I think the high day is supposed to be 58, maybe. All the leaves are pretty much fell off the trees, so there ain't much but neck of trees in this side. Still a good day to ride though. The sun's out. We got the 85 project out. Looks like it's running fairly good, so it's hard to get used to a 1985 model compared to more modern bike. Brakes are a little bit slower, or a little bit, well, you have to grip them a little tighter to make them work the same. Of course, this had a lot of power for 85, but compared to an FJR, it's kind of lacking. But it sure makes a nice rumble. And it's a beautiful day to get out and ride. A little cold. Do have the suit on. Pants, the insulated pants, insulated jacket. I forgot my cold weather mask. I remembered it once I started moving and the wind was cold, but I didn't turn around to go get it. I will try not to make that mistake again, because even though it's a full face helmet, it is a little windy without a windshield or facing the wind like this. Not sure how well the engine and everything else sounds over the air coming through, but there's a lot of air blowing through, so if it's too noisy, I guess I won't make this video. If it isn't, I guess I will, so you'll find out. Not much leaves left on the trees. Plenty on the ground though. Had a bad case of forest fires, which is probably a lot of people setting leaves on fire like crazy idiots. But the rain the last night took care of that pretty good, so it's not a smoky, hazy day again. As you can tell, it's pretty blue sky. Pop, 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 pop. Thing definitely makes some noise. Handles pretty good for a cruiser. It's light, feels really nimble actually. I'm sure I can't lay it down in the curve as well, but we'll worry about that when we get a new tire on the back. We're getting a new bridge, by the way. So this means months of sitting at a traffic light, going through a little side road. But they're got the tunnel part of, I guess, poured. So the conduit part. So hopefully it won't be too much longer. This is actually a pretty sharp little curve there coming in that bridge. The bridge was narrower than the main roadway. They finally decided to replace it once some of it started breaking off. One thing I'll say about this compared to the FJR is FJR, you always feel like you can go a little faster. With this, it's like, oh, okay, this is fast enough. I guess it's probably safer to ride that way. But it feels strange. So I guess cruisers are made for cruising. Putting around. But it still handles skirts pretty good though. Kind of tickled with that. It feels really, like I said, it feels really light. It just lays over. You don't have to push counter steer a whole lot. You just think about, okay, I'm going to turn this way, and it turns. And I'm getting too close to the cars in front of me. Did order a back seat tank or back seat bag for this. A little bag that straps on the back seat. Don't really carry a passenger on this thing much, so that would give me a little storage area without having to put the saddlebags on. Saddlebags come in handy, but they kind of hang down over the wheel a little bit, and I was kind of worried about that, where they don't have a brace in there to keep them off out of the wheel area. No, they've had them for years like that, but matter of fact, I had a different saddlebags for my CB 750 I had. Leather ones. But I got used to the hard bags on the Gold Wings and FJRs and stuff, and it's no substitute for those. I like those a lot. I don't know if they make a hard bag for this or not, or because of the year of it. It'd be interesting. Make a bagger out of it. I'll have to check in on that. That would be a good idea. Did get some new gloves, gauntlet style. It's supposed to have a little touch screen on the thing, but don't really work too good with my phone. It might be because I have a protective cover on it, I don't know, but most of them don't, it seems like, even though they say they do. But they got the sliders on the palms, force knuckles, and actually fairly warm, considering they're in the direct wind and my fingers are not numb. Short way to the ground on this thing. We'll stop up here at the ride center. Looked up online, they have the Eliminator, so we're gonna see if it works. See what size it is and stuff. Thanks, buddy. Okay, we are here. Signing off. Stopped up at the ride center. Got a new Kawasaki Eliminator. It's a 400cc. Brand new. Said that they can sell it for 81-ish. So pretty nice looking. Fits pretty good. I'm 6'1", and I was able to sit on it without having to chew on my knees. So I was happy about that. Feels extremely light. It's only 400 some pounds. A lot of the weight's down low on the engine, so look and see if Kawasaki has a big sale event where they're giving away 0 interest or some crazy stuff. That's where they kill you on the interest rates. If I could get it at 5%, yeah, you know, it'd be 100 and some 50-ish, which wouldn't be bad for, you know, payment for something you don't use that much. Depends on how much you use it, I guess. Built really nice back, really said it's a small back, but compared to this, I said a lot better on it actually. pretty impressive, I think. I think it's priced for $72 suggested retail, so $81-ish probably out the door. Tax, titles, and everything else they can add on. So that's not too bad. I've seen dealerships do a lot worse. One in Lexington, and I'll mention no names, but have feathers around them. It actually probably added over $2,000 to the price of a bike. Said, "Yo, here it is. That's about the best we can do." I don't think so. So they still have it, as far as I know. Guess somebody will buy it, but wow. I know it takes some to keep the salesman fed and keep the lights on in the dealership. But my gosh, that's kind of crazy. So I was pretty happy with their price. Talked to the service people trying to check about doing a 50,000 mile checkup on the FJR. Of course, I'll have to get back on that. It's something they don't normally do, but it's something I don't normally do either. I prefer to have it done somewhere than me to tackle that totally new, because it removing the tank, removing the valve covers, and having to redo the seals and making sure you don't get anything down in the engine, and yep, finding top dead centers, and it's something I could do, but I'd have to do a lot of research on it to do it. So if it ain't too more expensive, I think I'll just let somebody else do that. That's services or guarantees their word. But anyway, this is a short ride on the 1985 project, and as you can see, it's running fairly good. It's a cold day out here. I probably got a little wind noise on the mic, even though I got it inside my helmet, but there's a lot of air comes through it. But I'm happy with it so far. I mean, still got a few things to do, little bugs to work out, gremlins, but we're doing pretty good. It's running and stopping, and then it's shifting gears, and pops and cracks, and snorts and snouts, and all that stuff. So it's a good cruiser. Pretty smooth. The suspension seems like it handles the road good. Again, I think I said this before, but it feels light. You think about the turn and you go into the turn, you don't really have to really push it over to get it to move. So did put some new grips on it, which I like them a little bit better. The other ones were kind of thicker. Actually made your hand feel like not so much in control. So these feel a lot better, especially where you wear gloves. The other one's probably better if you didn't wear gloves, but where you got all the padding in your glove, it feels a lot better on it to me. Still got the old back tire on it, so we are taking it kind of slow in the curves because we got kind of hard rubber on the back. Brand new tire on the front, which it feels good. The other one was kind of dry rotted after setting for more than 18 years. The back one is not really cracked. It's kind of hardened, but it's not really cracked up, so I'll probably buy a new back tire for the spring because I don't think I'll be riding a whole lot more in the open air with this till then. Slow down. Let's see what the back tire will do here. Hang on. Woo! I can smell it. Feels a little stickier. I've done some burnouts on it, so I might have burned off some of the top layer. Okay, we are back home. Didn't have to be told or anything. It's a wonderful trip.